This is the semi-final match between Corwin of Amber, commanding Syracuse, and Aggony1Pain1Achilles, commanding Baktria. And the battle is in the random New Year's Flash tournament, where the players had no control over the factions they were given. They were just given a faction and had to try and make it work. So luck was a massive factor in this tournament, even more than usual. For Achilles and Baktria, we have 3 Levi Pike center, 2 Thorax swords on each flank, so a total of 4 Thorax swords, 4 mercenary Scythian horse archers, 2 Baktria noble horse, 3 Baktria noble horse, 1 Baktria royal, Indian armored elephant. For Syracuse, we have Tarentine cavalry, 1 Tarentine cavalry, 3 mercenary Samnites, 2 Thorax swords, 2 light hoplites. You don't see light hoplites that often. Hippeus, citizen cavalry, Thureos on the flanks, citizen cavalry, 1 more Thureos, and a Thureos in the center. His general is a picked hoplite. For skirmishers, he has archers, peltasts, and archers. So Achilles is getting very close here with his horse archers, and he pays for it by taking a volley from the Hippeus, chasing away the horse archers with the citizen cavalry. The Thureos have taken some damage from the horse archers there. Thureos don't have the best shields and the best armor in the world, so they're going to take quite a bit of damage from these mercenary Scythian horse archers. And the only threats on the field for Corwin against Baktria here, it's really going to be these skirmishers, these very light, these archers and these peltasts. They could potentially make the Indian armored elephants run amok in a single volley, so getting them off the field is going to be important. Then we have the Tarentine cavalry that could also make the elephants run amok. So if that happens, Achilles is in trouble, because then he's outmatched in terms of infantry. He still has the cavalry advantage, but it's going to be harder to make use of the cavalry advantage when he doesn't have his elephants for the massive killing power that they have. So he's sort of starting to surround Corwin of Amber here. Corwin can't engage frontally here. He has cavalry, horse archers in his rear, charge incoming on the Thureos spears, so Baktria noble horse is going to do a lot of damage to Thureos that are charged. Managed to pull out fairly quickly before Corwin can counterattack. Now we have the mercenary Scythian horse incoming, firing at the rear of the Tarentine cavalry. The pikes, Levi pikes, are taking damage in the center for Achilles. Really no matter. Achilles is trying to get at the skirmishers there, but his Bactrian noble horse sort of get trapped a bit. On the flanks we have the Thorax swords coming up against the mercenary Samnites, but the most important thing is what's going on down here. If the elephants can roll up the flank without being opposed, like here, Achilles is doing a good job in tying down the enemy units, tying down the Thureos, tying down the citizen cavalry, tying down the Tarentines, just blocking a whole lot of units with the cavalry. The elephants didn't get the best charge here, but they're going to be able to continue to push on. And Corwin is managing to fire at the elephants now. We have missile fire, peltas fire incoming, Thureos, and the elephants are actually running amok at this point. So while the light hoplites get smashed in the rear by Baktria noble horse, the elephants are just going to start running amok on the right flank of Corwin. In the center, Corwin is pushing up against the general of Achilles, Hippeus against Baktria noble horse, but he sort of gets trapped by the Baktria noble horse and the Bactrian royal cavalry. So, bit of miss micro here. His mercenary Samnites get flanked by the Thorax swords. He starts losing skirmishers, but the elephants are doing significant amount of damage to friendlies here against the Baktria noble horse, and it looks like Corwin might be able to continue to have the elephants run amok with his Tarentines, but the Tarentines are actually engaging the elephants in melee, so that's decidedly bad for Corwin, that they're not just firing. A unit of Baktria noble horse manages to get into the archers, Over here, the general of the Bactrian Royal Cavalry General should start losing here because he's up against Light Hoplites, and the Bactrian Noble Horse is losing. The Thorax Swords are going to do well against the Samnites that they charged. Elephants running amok now into a unit of Thorax Swords, destroying that unit. Still, we have the Thoreos doing damage to the elephants. The elephants are starting to die now. A lot of javelins incoming against these elephants, but they just have so many hit points that it's going to be hard to kill them with this few skirmishers left alive on the field. So again, doing more damage to Corwin of Amber's forces than they really are doing to Achilles' forces. Achilles is about to lose his general, but it does look good for him at the moment. He still has quite a lot left on the battlefield. The Indian armored elephants are nice enough to be running amok into the units of Corwin. The unit of Tarentines getting charged, that's the end of that unit. The Thoreos are probably out of ammunition at this point because they've been firing for a lot of time. For Corwin, we still have two strong units of mercenary Samnites and Thorax Swords left. The general of Achilles just died, so maybe Corwin has an opening here if he can deal with the elephants somehow. The elephants come back from routing. The mercenary Samnites are losing to the Thorax Swords. Now that Achilles has control over his elephants again, he can start moving them the way he needs to, and that means just wrecking everything in their path. They're already up to 200 kills. They're going to probably reach 300 in a short amount of time. The mercenary Samnites threw javelins at the mercenary Scythian horse, which was probably a bit of a miss micro, because that means they won't be able to throw javelins at the elephants that are incoming here. And the Samnites are going down. The picked hoplites are moving in, but on the move against the Indian armored elephants, there really isn't much they can do other than just die. Getting charged by horse archers as well. Attacked in the rear, but these are picked hoplites, so they're not just going to rout off the field. Still, they are taking significant casualties. The elephants are pushing past 350 kills. And it looks like the horse archers of Achilles are out of ammunition now, because he's using them for charges instead of just shooting. He still has some infantry units left on the field. There's not much left on the field for Corwin of Amber. He's taken so much damage from these elephants. Over 400 kills. They're closing in on having destroyed 4 entire units. So, very, very deadly, these Indian armored elephants, if they're able to do their thing. And Corwin did fire at the Indian armored elephants for quite some time. The problem was just that they ran amok, but they ran amok mostly inside the formation of Corwin himself. So making them run amok is sometimes not enough. You have to kill them, because when the opposing player regains control of his elephants, then you'll see this. Now the elephants are starting to drop. They are probably super low on health, so they are dropping to just a few picked hoplites here, but the picked hoplites died, and it's chain rout time. So congratulations to Achilles. He advances to the finals, where he will meet Scalp Hunter. The Thorax Swords did okay here. The infantry of Corwin didn't do too well at all. The Indian armored elephants won Achilles the game, as well as these mercenary Scythian horse. They got a lot of nice kills on these cavalry units and such. So thanks for being in the tournament to both of you. Thanks for making it to the semis, Corwin. You had some great games. A bit of bad luck in getting Syracuse against Baktria, but luck was a massive factor in this game. So Aggony1Pain1Achilles meets Scalp Hunter in the finals, while Corwin of Amber meets the Armenian King in the semi-final. No, in the bronze finals, I'm sorry. So, strength and honor. May the random faction gods always be in your favor, and never give you Pergamon.